Oh boy, oh boy, finally, after all this time over here, we got some JD stuff going on here. Specifically the demo version of JD over here. It's gonna be quite a long while until we actually get any content for official JD stuff over here, but we do got some things going on over here in the realm of the D with J over here. Got all sorts of stuff we got going on over here. I can tell we're gonna be doing the Silver Legion first before we actually do anything else. Cause they got the most path over here, and there's one path in particular that I feel like I do right now over here, which is of course the social patriot path over into here. So yeah, don't expect this to come on anytime soon over into here, cause probably will be doing the play testing on my own over here. By the time it's coming out over here, I should definitely be more familiar with stuff over into here. So again over here, I do apologize if it took quite a while for this LP of JD to come out. And here it takes a while, and plus I got some things coming up over here. So yeah. Anyways, the Silver Legion. Silver Legion is propelled through relevancy thanks to the demise of America, which kept their peace, but it was changed when the French invaded. Drove American groups out of the east, it would lead the Legion began to march west. Eventually, they would end up in Washington as the military command that began to dissolve. To see the eastern area of the state and entrenched themselves as the good. Now, as the rumblings have changed are heard throughout America, France's power wanes. Pilgrims finally begin to march east and go home to where he belongs. Indeed, into the longest of John over here. Look at all this. Look at all this interesting shit we got going on up into here. It'll take a while over here. It'll take a while onto that stuff into here. But very much I'm excited for whatever comes. Because whatever comes over here is going to be quite the fucking journey, let me tell you. That's it. I'm going to change some stuff over here. Yeah, let me make some change over into here. Just up. Just familiar myself with some things over here and see what's different over here before we really get things into it. So I shall see you guys in a bit. And of course over here we got some stuff involving lore. We all that lore over into here. Here's the Silver Legion. So yeah, we're gonna be reading through all this over here along with seeing some of the roadmap stuff over into here. This first part is going to pretty much be just that over here. Reading and seeing things over into here. And there's the Silver Legion. General Union. America by 1930 was a nation far from grace. The she born a great revolutionary republic. Over time, its virtues started to degrade. Mission, domination of financial capital, disregard for everyday working man, and the falsehood between two sides of the same coin. By the nation that has a socialists that had nothing to do with America. Pretty foreign concept yet managed to sneak its way into the halls of power. The burning eagle and everywhere of socialism has been nothing but the collapse of the nation. Seeing that they had the internal American value, Flint and her gang took the most mindless actions that drove people to upright against an ever more despotic rule. Protest marches, a chaotic legislature, everything indicates the rising fire within America was going to become an inferno. Yeah. This is the whole collapse of the Red Flood stuff. In 1936, at the continent of USA to burn once more, America followed the trail and started to collapse. Instead, the state left the Union Bank to get their own small cliques that once happened in Russia and China, bringing the once glorious nation to ruin and disintegration. With the great experiment, America finally ended its most logical conclusion: death of the whole system, and the seemingly never-ending streak of agony as brother to turn against brother, state against state, one race against another, leaving nothing but smothering ruins. No lights. However, there are some that want to take back America. One of these such starts with the old order and Northwestern Army Command, covered by the multi-official patriots. The LAC has attempted many times to breach into the neighboring borders and squad after squad to certain death. For gold that never seemed farther, war seemingly farther away. It didn't help that the generals and officers weren't good at managing the inside that they'll defeat them until famine and complete economic collapse resulted in what would become the Great Northern War, when the people fed over with empty promises to return to the glory old days of the status quo. And the Legion marches on. But America just had her most loyal sons. William Dudley Pelly saw the dogmatic liberalism had brought Europe once and saw that it would bring America too. For ever since his travels around the world, he had recognized that the current order is nothing but a ploy of darker forces to install global socialist dictatorship. It's all conspiracy stuff over into here, although that's quite toned down over here, but it wasn't all that. He's been one of the chief advocates for social reform to keep America pure. In a rising radical of the masses, he has created his own party, the Civil Legion, which is newly treaty fatherland of Hudson led by the Legion March 4th, fighting against the failed dictatorship in the state of Washington. But against the expectation, the Legion went to start against the Reds in Seattle and military remnants down south, forcing Pelly to wait for the opportune time over here. That being the public. Oh dear. The heirs of the throne was this once great country. He preferred to speak not with crowds, but with statistics, tables, and documents showing every detail, every tune, every creak of his nation. Planning intended to bring prosperity to America, and he will finish what the first commander intended, the reformer, Mother Pearson, and wait, I see, I forgot it does that. Apologize for that. The captain is dead, but throughout his life, Pelly has finally fully dedicated to serve America. It made on to the fall, but the years passed on until the group is slowly weakened. Commander knows that he will see Seattle fall, but he will not live this native man march to Washington, surrounded by his loyalists. He had to lead the most serious choice of his life for the future heir will determine the fate of America. Roy Zachary, the captain. Roy Zachary is a man who knows what Pelly wants and is most devout and astute. The man knows every single line of his command's work and intends to push them to the logical conclusion. America shall not allow Pelly whether she likes it or not, and truth is always bitter to swallow. But in America shall be pure. America shall be rejuvenated under the watch of the Legion and the soldier. And the whole status quo. That's a crow, that means Zach. Willard Camp is a man who dislikes just as much as he is adored. A true example of Christian spirit, he knows that Pelly wanted America to be pure. What purity can be without the guidance of the Lord? What purity can there be in the soul of plurality? Purity can over between blood and discipline. The Legion shall march forward. Carry torch on all sides of the globe, for America must become stronger if it is survived by allying with the clan, of course. The Economist. Alfred Henson has joined the Legion not because he believed the present mysteries, but because he was a statesman. He saw Pelly had plans for every single American, so every year that was his once great country. He preferred not to speak with crowds of people with statistic tables and documents showing every detail, every tune, every creak of his nation. Pelly intended to bring prosperity to America, and he would be finished for the first command intended over there. And the old ways of doing it. The reformer. Milford Pearson has his difficulties in life, but every time he was saved by the Legion, if it was not for Pelly, he would not have lived to see this moment. The first commander had brought him happiness, and he intended to do the same for new America. Bringing joy to every soul, no matter its place of skin, color, or trade. For everyone, the new world deserves a chance, even if it has to come with a price. Yeah. If a man a chance. If a man a king, really. And the mystic over here. Very interesting dude over here. Hunt Williamson. No name guy raises many such questions. Just a man of unknown origin, yet a fanatical devotion. He visionary ideas. Then Pelly is something more than just a human. He is a herald of the new age. The age of forgotten civilization blending with the coordinate otherworldly future. America shall see through the veil created by the black soldier, and you shall cry of joy upon seeing the truth over here. All the truth over into here. So yeah. So here we got the demo stuff over into here. Very much a mix over here. We got a trial over the chaos over into here, which is going to be coming up next over into here. Come next over there, so we should look out for France, hit there in Japan over here. Nothing on the mock phrase over here, but we do got to do this stuff. But it is quite an interesting little thing we got going on over here. And I very much am looking forward to the rest of this. So yeah. It's gonna be interesting doing the put all this and seeing how shit goes down over in here. Of course, there are gonna be bug fishes over here. So I probably that's probably the main reason why this put is gonna take a while. Over here is because of all the bug fishes that are gonna be coming out over here. Because there are some stuff that they're gonna be doing, like half fish and all that shit. So yeah, so I do apologize for that. It does take a while, but hey, at least we have a much better experience over here. So by the time this comes out over here, things should be going quite well, and we shouldn't really have any problems. So until then, I'll see you guys later, and we're probably gonna skim through some of these at some point over here. But until then, see ya. Bye.